Hi, Jose Ramon. Lovely to see you.
Hello, Ronan. How are you?
I'm very good. I'm back in Ireland, and it is lovely to be home, but the gales are howling and the showers are rolling through. I've my heating on, even though we're in the middle of May. So I'm really excited to for us to get together and to talk Corasol, Playa del Carmen, and Punta Laguna, our newest RETA members only opportunity. So I guess, Jose Ramon, just to dive straight in, I really want us to focus on how unique and special both Corasol is, and then within Corasol, the Punta Laguna community where our opportunity is. Because, I have traveled the length and breadth and width of the Caribbean over the past 2 decades, and nowhere, anywhere have I seen a comparable community. Nowhere, anywhere have I seen a place where you can get those wide open, verdant fairways that feels absolutely uncluttered on the golf course, where you've just got an absolutely perfect curve of Caribbean beach, where you've got luxury resort vibe, luxury resort amenities, and yet you're on the doorstep of Playa del Carmen, one of the world's most vibrant and buzzing beach cities, and yet you're only 40 minutes drive from Cancun International Airport, from where you can pretty much get to almost anywhere in the world. So let's dive straight in at the kind of top level. Corasol, what is it? Where is it? And I guess, how did the opportunity we have today come about, thanks to, I guess, the bankruptcy of the previous iteration of the project?
Perfect, Ronan. Yeah, I think that, as you said, Corasol is a unique project. It's a unique piece of land, and that's a little bit of what the group that I represent saw, this big opportunity to have this master plan with a beautiful golf course, with this pristine beach, with all of these natural resources and natural beauty, but to be really close to the airport, as you have just said, 40 minutes from the airport of Cancun, that can take you to anywhere in the world. And actually, they're building another airport in Tulum. So we're gonna be between both airports. So you're gonna be 40 minutes away from each airport. So you're gonna have a really flexible connection location from Corasol. But then also you're gonna have all of this jungle and all of this natural beauty and peace and quiet, a little bit the imbalance to being 5 minutes away from the Fifth Avenue, from all of the vibrant nightlife and restaurants and all of this community that it's really vibrant in Playa del Carmen. So you can go to this busy street and have all of these people around you, or you can travel 5 minutes to Corasol and be in a really peaceful golf course with all of nature around you. So we believe that that's really unique, and that's a little bit why we were interested in this land and what we're building around it.
And so, Jose Ramon, I think you have a few slides prepared for us, but just as you pull them up and maybe share your screen with us, this opportunity that we have today, I guess, stems in part from the 2008-2009 crisis and financial crash. Back then, the previous developer got into financial difficulty. It was a Spanish group. The bankruptcy got tied up in bureaucracy for years and years before Origina came in, bought it, and committed hundreds of millions of dollars to making it a integrated community where the experiences, you know, right throughout, whether that's in the golf course or the farm to table restaurant or the beach club, are all consistent and of a really, really high standard.
Exactly. What happened was this land was owned by a Spanish group that came, that I think had a really original and a really good design to do with this land. They designed the golf course by Nick Price. I think that the golf course is a really nice design because it's a golf course designed to be a little bit more flexible. So you have this big open holes and lines of grass where it kind of forgives you a little bit if you're not that good at golf as I am myself. So it's a little bit forgiving, and it's more of a relaxed view of a golf course. And then they had this really nice view of what we could do and what to do with all of these residential lots. But what happened is that in 2008, they got caught up in the financial real estate crisis, and all of their financing and banking from Europe came crashing down, and the banks took over the land. And because the bank took it over, they had a lot of bids to do it like piece by piece, but the banks wanted just one buyer to take the whole of the lot. So that's why it stood a little bit in time with little development. And that's why Origina, and because we're a part of a big conglomerate here in Mexico, we saw this opportunity and we bought the land in 2018, final 2018. And in 2019, we started to do all of this investment in the golf course that we thought had a really good design, but needed a lot of maintenance and a lot of redoing. So we started to invest in the golf course, in the beach club, in all of the landscape of the main highways of Corasol, in the main entrance, in all of these things that are around what make a really nice real estate development. So I think that right now we have turned it around, and you see a totally different face of Corasol that what happened in 2010 or 2012. Right now you see a whole different place because the potential was there. It was just a matter of really investing in it and taking that view and taking it to the next level.
Great stuff. And you've got some overview slides, Jose Ramon?
Yeah, sure. I'm going to go through the slides of Corasol as a whole and then to Punta Laguna. So, well, the Riviera Maya has the highest occupancy in all of Mexico. So we think that that's why the Cancun airport is so well connected, because we have all of this offer of hotel rooms and a really good occupancy. And we're next to the United States and Canada that are the biggest market for this type of vacation. So we believe that that's why the Riviera Maya has been so buoyant and growing in high speed. So this is a little bit of the location of the Riviera Maya and Playa del Carmen. We are 2 hours away from a lot of cities in the United States and 4 hours away from practically everywhere in the States. This is a little bit of what we did in the main entrance. This was the whole facelift, the first facelift of Corasol. So you can see a little bit of the design and the architects around what we're doing in all of the landscape, and it feels that way in the main entrance, is to try to get the beach to get to the whole of the land. So that's why you see all of this type of sand with water and this type of elements that we use the landscape, these big trees, but we also want to have this sense that you're on the sand. It said we're 40-50 minutes away from the airport, from the center of Cancun, from Tulum. That's even where the name Corasol came from, because it's a play with the words in Spanish, corazón, that's heart, and sun, that's sol. So because we're in the heart of the Riviera Maya, we're exactly in the middle of the whole of the Riviera Maya. This is a little bit of the general look and of Corasol. And here on the right, you can see where Punta Laguna is at, that it's next to hole 1 and 2 of the golf course. This is a little bit what we have said, and where Punta Laguna is at number 6, but also, sorry, the other developments that we're doing 4 other developments ourselves here in Corasol. We're doing the beach club, that's part of the membership of Corasol, that's a number 4. And you can see a little bit of all of the changes that are happening in Corasol. Then I'm gonna go a little bit of what makes Corasol great, and all of these amenities that are part of the master plan, and they're part of the membership of Corasol. So we have the golf course, that's Gran Coyote, where we have, it's an 18-hole golf course. We have the clubhouse, state-of-the-art pro shop, a couple of restaurants, the golf school, because we have 3 really good golf pros that are really focused on helping you with your game and helping you get to a point where you really enjoy the golf course. And then we have the grill, that it's a F&B place, but more relaxed, where you can have hamburgers, hot dogs, tacos, and really enjoy yourself in the nature of Corasol. Some of the views of the golf course. Then we have the park, that it's a place where it's more focused on sports and having more activities inside Corasol. So you have the park that we have all of these courts. We have pickleball courts, paddle courts, tennis courts, a couple of basketball courts, a batting cage. So you're gonna be able to do all of these different sports things inside Corasol. And then we go to a beach club, where it's one of the largest beach clubs in all of Mexico. It's gonna be 42,000 square meters, so it's gonna be huge. We have 135 meters of beach. So you're gonna have a lot of this beach. But even for the ones that are not gonna be part of the beach club, you also have a hidden beach inside Corasol, that it's part of the master plan, and that all that have a residence in Corasol can have this beach access and be always really close to the beach. So this is a little bit of the photos of the beach club and what's already been built. This is an actual photo of the beach, so you can see it's really nice. These are actual photos of what we have done. We have 3 restaurants already, Great News, a candy shop, a couple of bars, 3 pools. So it's all coming together. And just to give you like a general, before we enter Punta Laguna, just a general sense of the real estate that we're doing in Corasol, and why we think that Punta Laguna is a really good opportunity, just in terms of what else is happening inside Corasol. So this is one of the beachfront apartments that we have at Costa, that are from $1.8 to $4 million. So we have really state-of-the-art luxury apartments here in the beachfront. So some of the finishes of these apartments are already sold and with clients living here. Then we have the palm villas that are or big residences in the golf course. This is one house. It can be 4 or 5 bedroom house with 550 square meters. So they're really big houses with their own private pool. They are really close to the golf course. We don't have, if you see, we don't have any walls. So we only use the natural jungle to separate one house from the other. So you do have the privacy, but you never see like these really big walls. You can always see the nature, the jungle, the golf course. That's the whole design philosophy behind Corasol. And these houses are between 1.6 and 1.8 million dollars. This is the village. That it's another project that we have inside Corasol. There are apartments facing the golf course on each side. This is done by the same architect that did the Palm Villas. So it's the same philosophy of these blocks, but in the house, it's this really nice cube of 3x3. And here we play a little bit with the cubes. We take some of them out. We fill them with the apartment. So you always have this organic feeling and view. And in these apartments, where you can see all of this fake jungle that we're gonna keep in Corasol, we are selling from 420 to 550 right now from the inventory that we have at the village. This is the main pool. And then we go to Punta Laguna.
And Jose Ramon, if I could just jump in there before we move to Punta Laguna. Of course, the village is where RETA members bought. It was our first members only opportunity at Corasol. RETA members who got in, you know, have seen very, very significant gains. Of course, RETA members were paying nothing like that 420 to 550. And, you know, I expect as we see Punta Laguna play out, we're going to see a similar trajectory in terms of price appreciation. I was there and didn't buy in the village, and then I came back to see the completed village, and Jose Ramon, I knew I had missed a trick by not getting in on the village. So I have made sure that's not going to happen again. And, you know, and I'm in Punta Laguna. I think the quality and the finishes and the sense of luxury you get, you know, from the upscale real estate, but even from the village, you know, even though it's lower priced than those kind of $2 to $4 million condos on the beach, you have that kind of that same level of high-end luxury feel. You know, looking at the pools and the gardens, you know, it just all felt to me like Four Seasons level. So this was really, really, you know, just this kind of quiet nature luxury vibe where everything feels integrated and everything feels convenient, but you don't have the crowd. So so I'm very excited. We have another opportunity again to kind of repeat our success with the village in Punta Laguna.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think that Palm Villas and Costa are these really high luxury products, but the design behind every product that we do is practically the same. If you look at the pictures that I saw from the interiors of the Palm Villas and the village, and a little bit of what we're doing at Punta Laguna, it has the same vibe, the same feeling, the same type of design. So we do believe that this is a great opportunity because you are getting an apartment that feels $1 million, but you can get it for a price that's a lot different from that. And you are all connected with all of this community that it's really luxury and that it's really willing to pay those prices. So we do believe that this is a really good opportunity, and the prices are gonna go really up, just as we saw in the village, that the RETA members saw a really high increase in small time.
Absolutely. And Jose Ramon, every time you guys do anything on any piece of land in Corasol, it impacts the values on the very finite amount of remaining land that you guys have. So, I mean, Corasol itself is the perfect moat. You know, you've got the road, you've got the beach, you've got Playa del Carmen. It can't be expanded. There's only a finite amount of it that can be developed, and of that, there's only a finite amount of it left. And your guys' interests are aligned with ours, because you guys want to create as much value for the community to allow you charge more for the next project. So, I mean, this is where the idea of a moat and our RETA members and the developer can really, really be aligned.
Exactly. You said it, it's really clear. There's no more Corasol. Once Corasol is over, there's no more. There's not another piece of land in the whole of Riviera Maya that it's so close to one of the big cities, that is really close to all of the services, but that you also have the golf course, and you also have this quiet, really nice jungle with the beach. So once Corasol is finished, it's not going to be able to, we're not going to be able to replicate it inside the Riviera Maya. So we do believe that as we move along in Corasol, the prices are going to go up, just because in terms of scarcity, it's not going to be any more like this available. So we are totally aligned, and we believe that these deals are going to be once or twice in a lifetime deals, just because once we get that volume behind it, we're not going to keep opening this type of deals in the future. So let me go to Punta Laguna and talk a little bit more in detail about this project. So Punta Laguna, this is a little bit of the rendering, and I'm going to go to a master plan. But just to see, this is done by Artigas, that it's a really nice architectural firm as well, that did most of the general designs in Puerto Cancun. And Punta Laguna, even the name and the feeling of Punta Laguna, we took advantage of the heights that we have at Corasol. So we have 12 stories at Punta Laguna. So what you see here is that we made the blocks of the buildings and have all of these amenities together. So just to keep it like in a sense of design way, in the village, you get these buildings that are not aligned between them, and you get to a building and then some amenities and another building and some amenities. So you get like this hidden pathway. And in Punta Laguna, we wanted to go the other way. So you get these buildings where you're gonna have these beautiful views. You're gonna have, because you see the whole of the golf course, you get the lake of hole 1, and you get all of these amenities together. So you get this really nice feeling of being in a resort, where you see these big pools, you see the gym, you see these big gardens. You get to these places that are gonna be, you can get secluded inside them, but you can see all of them together. So you're always gonna have this type of resort feeling and view from the buildings. You see of this design that we're always putting a lot of gardens and plants in each of the stories of the building, so it feels more integrated with nature. Here is a little bit more of the views from the other side of Punta Laguna, but you get these beautiful pools next to the lake, next to the golf course. So you're gonna have, I don't know, I think in some places even 120, 130 meters from the building to the next lot. So because you get all of the amenities, then the lake, then the golf course, so you get this really open and nice, clean air view of everything that's happening in front of Punta Laguna. Then the image from the bottom is the lobby, that it's always this feeling that it's really open, that you're getting to nature, that you're getting to this really connected with nature place. And on the right, you see one of the buildings, and on top, the detail of the lobby. So you always get this feeling that it's really integrated with nature. Then coming to the apartments, we're gonna have we have apartments that start from 96 square meters, 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, and in the other buildings you get 3 bedrooms. So I think that we're gonna have really nice apartments that take care and take advantage of these huge amenities in front. So here is the general master plan of Punta Laguna, where you can see building 1, it's on the right, and then you get next is building 2, and 3 and 4 are the VIPs that have the other pool next to them. You get all of these amenities inside it. You can see 20 different big amenities, the entrance, the lobby, the Zen garden, where you're gonna be able to walk inside nature, the trees, have a good reading with a book, enjoy yourself in this natural jungle. You're gonna have a really nice gym. I'm gonna show you some renders next to it. The co-working area, yoga area, the Ventura playground that it's more focused on little kids and that can have this really nice activity phase playground, the teens hall, kids club, barbecue area, fire pits, hammock, this really huge pool that it's kind of feeling integrated with the lake, and the Oasis pool that it's next to the VIP buildings. You're gonna have bars, cafes, a couple of courts here on the left on 19 and 18, and the reading jungle. So you're gonna have all of these amenities all in front of the buildings. So you're always gonna have this really nice view in front of you of the amenities, the pool, the lake, the golf course. So you have, as I've said, this really big open space where you can enjoy all of the amenities and the jungle. And on the other side of the buildings, you get next to them, there are the palm villas that we just talked about. So you're in front of $1.5 or $2 million houses in front of Punta Laguna. And because there are houses, there are 3 stories, you're gonna be able to see past them and see the next hole of the golf course. And even in the higher tiers, you're gonna be able to see the sea on the other side. Now, another part of Punta Laguna that it's really exclusive to Punta Laguna and the village is that even if you are not part of membership, as part of Punta Laguna, you're gonna have a concierge service that can help you get to the beach access of Corasol. That's gonna be able to have their cooler, your umbrella, everything ready for you to go to the beach, enjoy yourself in the beach, and be in 2 minutes back to Punta Laguna. So you're gonna have this service available as part of Punta Laguna. Punta Laguna is gonna own some storage place there in the beach, so you can have all of these things that are gonna be part of Punta Laguna put in the beach for you as you order them from the concierge. And this a little bit more of the renders. There on the right, you can see the Zen Garden, the lobby, as we just talked about, the pools with the lake next to them. This is another render of a pool that we just made, just to get this feeling. If you see, it's the same feeling as the village. So you get this really luxury, really in line with the whole colors of the Caribbean in the pools. This is another render where you're gonna have all of these pathways inside the jungle for Punta Laguna, and the gym that it's all surrounded also by nature. So it's a really nice state-of-the-art gym, but it's surrounded by all of the natural beauty that we have at Corasol and the Riviera Maya. So that's a little bit of the presentation of Corasol and Punta Laguna, and that's a little bit of Origina and what we have done as a developer. We have 3 big projects in Mexico City, another big project in Valle de Bravo that it's a mountainside area 2 hours from Mexico City. We have Corasol, and we will open new locations in Baja California in the near future.
And Jose Ramon, you are giving RETA members 10-year finance because your group also owns a bank.
Exactly. We're part of a big group that we're into internet services, that all of Corasol is already all connected with fiber optic, just because we own the same company that offers the internet service. We have a big retail group, and we also own a bank. So through the bank of the group, you can have a 10-year finance if you buy with Punta Laguna.
And that's a huge perk. So we really appreciate, Jose Ramon, you guys extending that offer to RETA members. So I mean, I think to be able to get kind of everything that you've walked through there at our RETA members only pricing, it's pretty extraordinary. I mean, we're looking at a community, a master plan community that is, you know, $500,000 and up for the mid-range stuff, and from $2 to $5 million for the high end. We've got a just absolutely unrivaled mix of proximity to major access points, proximity to one of the world's most vibrant and buzzing beach cities. We've got first-class resort style living and infrastructure, and all of this at a price sub $300,000. It's absolutely unheard of anywhere in the Caribbean, let alone in such a perfect location to attract all those renters we're looking to rent to, and the folks when it comes time to resell. Because in Corasol, you just get to be in this resort-like sanctuary. You get to go to the gym, golf, go to the beach, all in quiet and nature and solitude. And then when you want a bit of the Playa del Carmen vibrancy, what I do is I just get dropped off at the beach, walk along the beach and up Fifth Avenue, and you know, it's a lovely walk in the evening sunshine. It's absolutely fabulous. So I think all these things, Jose Ramon, that you've outlined, they're extremely appealing to me, and that's one of the big reasons why I've bought this as a place I want to spend some time personally. But most importantly, as a RETA deal, all these things are super appealing to the folks who are going to want to come here on vacation, remote workers who are looking for a base. I mean, there is nowhere, you know, particularly folks maybe more approaching my age and older, when maybe they want to have less of the hustle and bustle of Playa del Carmen, but have it close. This is a place where people will come with young families, where retirees will come. They'll come for short periods of time. They'll come for long periods of time. Highly sought after place for people to rent, and when it comes time to resell. So thank you on behalf of RETA for making this deal available to us at these pricing and terms. And of course, the quid pro quo is that when the deal opens on Thursday, we'll be fast act, and you guys can get back to selling $2 and $4 million condos. Exactly. With these RETA sales in the bag. You can inhabit two parallel universes, and that's the formula that makes us RETA members and developers like yourselves symbiotic.
Exactly. We believe that that this is a one-time deal, just because we get this volume that gets from the RETA members, and that we believe that also, because it's not just the volume, we believe that the profiles of the RETA members are aligned with everything that we want to do in Corasol. So although we're getting a really nice deal and a ticket that's lower that we should do in Corasol, we believe that we're still getting the profile and the people that we want to be the part of the community of Corasol. So if we align those things, we know that we can keep this view of Corasol, and that we're going to increase the prices of the next things that we do in Corasol, and in the long term increase a lot of the value of the land. So I think that that's where RETA and Corasol are really aligned, and that's why we can do these deals.
Absolutely. And Jose Ramon, before we go, I have one final prediction, and that's that come 1:05 on Thursday, your phone is going to be buzzing with the real estate community in Playa del Carmen saying, what the hell are you doing with RETA again? What are you doing giving these guys these condos for 250 to low 300? So I haven't told anyone, but I'm waiting to hear you get that pushback. I expect it's going to happen.
Exactly. Believe me, my own sales force tells me what you're doing. you shouldn't be doing this. But what as I've said.
Well, in the village, didn't some of your executives join RETA to get the RETA deal?
Exactly. Even myself, I bought one of the apartments in the village from the RETA deal. So
I hope you've upgraded to lifetime now after you've got such a great deal as a RETA member.
Exactly. So yeah, myself and the CEO got an apartment in the village. So believe me that we all know that this is the best deal that's gonna come.
And just to be super clear, you bought as a RETA member, not as an employee.
Exactly.
You piggybacked the RETA deal.
Exactly. We got in the RETA wave, and
great stuff.
That was because, believe me, that's the best deal that we're gonna get.
Great stuff. Listen, lovely to see you and lovely to talk as always. And thank you. And I'm really excited to watch this materialize. And you know, those pools are amazing. The golf course is amazing. The beach is amazing. I can't wait for it to be ready.
Thank you, Ronan. It's gonna be a busy week, but I think it's gonna be, as you said, my phone is not gonna stop ringing, and I think this is a once in a lifetime deal. So come to Corasol, know everything that we're talking about, because most of it Punta Laguna is renders, but everything else that I have shown you, they're all photos. It's all real. It's not computer-based. It's so ready built. So you're gonna be able to feel it.
Great stuff. Take care. Thanks, Jose Ramon.
Thank you, Ronan.